Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing an unboxing setup and demo of the Home Depot 8-foot wide wyvern. Or maybe it's 8 feet tall, maybe it's 8 feet both ways, I have no clue. It just says 8 foot. Yeah, the box is water damaged because it's rained a lot recently. To go along with all that 60 mile an hour wind, if you haven't been, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I made a post about it a few days ago, and I just recorded a video in more detail about what actually happened. So I don't know if I'm uploading this video before or that video before, but it'll be on my channel sometime. Also, I've got 3 Christmas nutcrackers and a prismatic coffin to unbox today. This flap is going to keep doing this. As you can see, there's a puddle of water. Say goodbye. Okay, that's not going to stay either. Okay, maybe it will. So, yeah, he's got the classic SVI giant base. Oh, does he have guy wires? That'll be interesting. Nope, that's just for the front of the feet, I think, actually. Because I don't think this guy has those guy wires. Ooh, here is foot. Whoa. I don't know, maybe he does have guy wires. I have no clue. Pretty cool. Also, not to sound like a nerd, but this guy, he's not a dragon. He's a wyvern. Bro, I didn't know that. But because the thing is, wyvern. Okay, so dragons normally have like 4 legs, right? Wyverns only have their wings as their arms, so that's how you can tell the difference. Here's one of the absolutely massive wings. And the instructions are just stuck to it. It reminds me of Predator of the Night's wings from 2023, I think was his year. So, here's the other wing. Basically the same thing, but... Ooh, here's the torso. Okay, never mind. I can't get it out yet, I guess. Here is... I think, like, part of the wing, maybe? Oh, that's part of the tail. And then there's this upper leg piece, I think. Yeah, I'm sick, so here's some of the caps. Here's the adapter, USA, Canada. Interesting. So he's got the normal SVI outdoor adapter, and then here's another part of the tail. the biggest piece of the tail. Let me get this out. Okay, there it is. It's pretty big. I don't know why the motion sensor wire is so tight. And then there's also a lot of wires going to one of the wings. So, yeah. And then, let me get the instructions. They feel water damaged. Probably are. Oh, there's a tiny little cricket in there. Here's part of the like very end of the wing, I think. And here is the head. Let me get it out of the bag. I don't know why it's not really coming out, but... Oh, he has latex on the neck. My gosh, I literally had to go rip the bag to get it out, but... Very cool head. And then here's the other horn for the wing. Oh, great, that got my phone wet. Okay, sorry about that. So... Oh, no. I have no clue what this is either. Great, my phone is wet again. Okay, so I think that's all his parts. Oh, wait. There's something back here. What is this? Oh, it's the neck. Okay. God, it's heavy. That might be the piece with the mechanism. Or it might be in the torso. I really don't know. But anyways, let's start his setup, shall we? I have no clue what these are for, because he doesn't have guy wires. Oh wait, tether cable? That could be it. Okay, what else is it? Where else would it be, though? I have no clue. Oh, maybe it's in this box? Okay, let me see what's in this box. There they are. I thought you didn't have those, but in this box, we've got stakes. The guy wire hook, or guy wire screw, whatever you want to call it. And we have just 2 screws. I feel like you would have had more, but, you know, it's SVI. They're going to cheap out any way they can. Not saying I necessarily dislike SPI, they've gotten cheaper. I mean, at least he has guy wires. And then there's the base support poles. So start by putting C and B on. So let's see. I think this will be C. Yeah, so C is gonna go on our left side, but the wyvern's right side. Just like that. And then B is gonna go on our right side, but the wyvern's left side. So just like that. And then we're gonna take E and D, which are, I think, these. Yes. So, let me just get this foam off because it's not supposed to be on there. So D is gonna go on B. Although, that seems wrong. Oh yeah, I had it the wrong way, okay. Or did I? Wait, now I'm confused, because... One second. Okay, sorry about that. Just weird to figure out. So, take the side with the screw. And then put this on like that. And then it will, should probably try to leave the sticker on there. And then, can this go down any further? No, it can't. That is kind of annoying. Let me just see what happens if it goes on the other side, because, it goes on more that way, but it doesn't line up correctly, so... Oh. Maybe it'll go like that. My gosh, why is this? One moment, let me make sure I've got everything right. Yeah, D goes on to B. And I have D. And this is B. So I'm so confused. Where's the sticker? I think it's like right there, but... So I don't know why it's doing this. Like, that's pretty annoying. Because it's supposed to be like that. But then look, if I let go. I guess that just... What in the... So look. Just one second. This is how it's supposed to go. Or like, not like that, but like that. So I don't get why it's not going. So, one moment. I finally got this thing. As you can see, it's just supposed to line up like that. And then we're gonna screw that in. So, I have no idea why there's an Allen wrench, because these are wing nut screws. So the point of those is you're supposed to just be able to do it by hand. So I really don't know why there's an Allen wrench in there. And I want to make sure that I don't lose this. So, just put the screws into that slot right there. I don't know how good you guys can see that. Okay, looking at the camera, it looks pretty good. So just screw that in like that. 1 second. So I got it screwed in as much as it'll go. And I mean, it's on there. It's not going nowhere. So then, hold up, let me just move his head. And then we're gonna take the part labeled E. And do the exact same thing on the other side. So yeah, this one went on so much easier than the other one did, and I don't know why. And it should be like this. Also, these can come out pretty easily, so. I mean, it's no problem if they do come out, but, you know. Okay, that won't work. Anyways. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to put the screw in that slot. So let me get this. Okay, the screw is in. As you can see, I had to angle the base like that, but now you can just put it back down like that. And now we're going to take F and G. So, okay. So take G, and that's going to go on the the wyvern's right side. And I put it on the wrong way, of course I did. So I think it should just, yeah, just like that. You can kind of see that, but it's okay. And then do the same with F on the other side. So, there we go, just like that. Now, we take the torso. So, there's going to be snap locks, and it might be kind of hard, so 1 second. Somehow got this with one person, just myself. And then you're supposed to put caps on there. Reminds me of the werewolf from a few years ago. If you know, you know. But yeah, so that was honestly really easy. And it just snap locks in, and it's honestly a lot more stable than I thought he would be. So now, yeah, it says to put all those caps on, but I'm gonna just go put them on, all of them at the end. And now it says to attach the head to the neck using the fork hook connector, so let me get that. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this neck piece and put it on the torso and then attach the head. That's going to be easier because this keeps falling, and I'm afraid it's going to break the mechanism. Also, I blew my nose so you guys don't hear me going every 3 seconds. So yeah, as I was putting this neck piece on, I realized SVI didn't put the gosh dang snap lock in there. You see what I mean about SVI cheaping out? Like, they'll make their quality worse. They'll forget to include parts on things. Like, I've had a lot of missing parts this year. And now one of the most important pieces, one of the pieces that's at the most risk of falling off. Like, this is insane, SVI. Do you even have quality control at this point? For anyone who isn't familiar with quality control, basically what it is, it's just a process, where they will have made the parts in a factory and then they'll ship them off to people to inspect and make sure that they're okay. And that they don't need more repairs or anything. Or, like, missing parts, like now. But, what the... Yeah, this is very strange. And then one other thing. The head has a cotter pin connector. But this guy doesn't have any cotter pins, so... Yeah, I'm gonna put the head on. Okay. It's on there. I tried to tuck the wires in as good as I can. You can still see them a little bit, though. And then this latex is just supposed to go under the four-clip connector, I believe. So then, like, when he's looking down, you know, he kind of looks like he still has got the neck. But it couldn't be plastic, because then it would get in the way. So, next step is to take K, which is the tail, the biggest piece for the tail. Which I don't even know where it went. Here it is. Okay, he's falling. So it does have a snap lock. So I can't get the tail in all the way, the snap lock. But I think it'll be okay, so. I just realized the scarecrow's probably going to be in the way. But now the next step is to take L, which is the other piece of the tail. So, hold up. It's got one of those twist connectors. So you put it in those slots and then you're gonna want to just twist it like that. Wonder why that's all wet. Probably because it's been in the grass, but now it says to take M, which is the end of the tail, and then do the exact same thing. Just, you know, twist it on. So put it in those slots and twist. Perfect, just like that. So now we only have the wings left, and he's looking quite cool. I have noticed quite a few of these have issues with the neck, the movement, so we'll see what mine does, but now we're gonna take, like I said, the wings. Pretty sure they're basically the exact same, I think. Nope, they're labeled differently. So let me see which one goes on which side. Oh, that's cool. They come with repacking instructions this year if you're keeping the box. So someone can pause and look at these if you want. So N is gonna go on this side. So find which wing is labeled N. Ow. And then let me set this down. There's a snap lock on it. So we're just gonna... Oh yeah, so actually, really quickly, before I put the wing on, there is those 3 wires coming from the neck, and you're gonna wanna connect them to these 3 wires. No wires actually go to the wings, interestingly enough, but yeah. Okay, all those wires are connected. And now we take the wing. And yeah, just put the snap lock on. And it should just, snap in like that. And then we can pose the wings a bit to give them a wider wingspan. And I think this is as wide as it can go. So here, I will, as you can see, it goes pretty far out. And then we can take the piece P, which is one of the ends of the wings. It's this one, and it's got a pretty weird looking connector. But then, actually, you might want, I think you should put that on before you put the wing on. So yeah, so I got the wing off, and I think you just like put it in and then twist it. But I have no idea which way it's supposed to twist, is the only problem. So let me try to figure this out. I think... What in the world? Oh, so they're supposed to go like that. It's, like, I don't know what's going on with this. Look, this piece keeps twisting for some reason. So keep in mind, it's like flat, right? I'm gonna put the piece on. Look, now it's not flat. And then I'm gonna twist the piece more. Look, that is so annoying, SVI. Oh my, I thought I had it there for a moment. That is not gonna stay. 1 second. Okay, so I've got the hot glue gun, because what this does, it's kind of like broken the plastic there. The glue gun is over there heating up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get his guy wires on. So what you're gonna want to do is take the guy wire screw, it's labeled X, and then we're just gonna screw it into there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me... Okay, no. You can kind of see it. But there's a thing that you're going to want to screw that into. Apparently they're doing construction in my neighbor's place again, which is funny because they were when I started putting up Halloween. Whoops, sorry about that. Wyvern. But now take the actual guy wires. They're labeled Y, and as you can see, they call them tether cables, but they're technically called guy wires, and they're just a metal string basically. And then you're just gonna want to put that in the hook, and then put one on. So as you can see, there's hooks on the base, and then you're gonna want to put the other one on, and it can be kind of difficult because you gotta kind of like pull, and this one is quite hard. So let me get this. Pretty sure they cut it too short for me because look at how much length there is in between that. So I'll just probably make my own set of guy wires because I don't want them to be leaned too far back. Anyways, is the hot glue ready? Nope. How in the world? I guess just because it's just getting colder where I live, but what's on my camera? Okay. Hope I'm gonna just wait for this to heat up, I guess. Okay, so the cord isn't plugged in. I'm gonna just get it later. It's staying on. I mean, yeah, so now there's just these Velcros on the wings, and those Velcro directly to the torso, which looks cool from the front for sure. I mean, at least if you can't see the Velcro, it looks good. Because, I mean, you kind of can. But it's okay. Yeah, they really do remind me of Predator of the Night's wings, though. Because, like, I don't know, they're just so similar. But now we're going to do the same. I already put the horn on this one, so, and it's still doing what it should. I don't know how he sun faded so fast. Like, it's only been like 2 weeks since I set him up. So let me, perfect, just like that. Now it's in there, and I'm gonna extend the wings all the way. Perfect, just like that. And then there's the Velcro. So, yeah, as you can see, when he's fully built, he's got quite a wide wingspan, and he's quite tall as well. So now we just have those few caps. There's actually quite a few. Whoops, okay. And, I'm gonna figure out where they go, I guess. So, okay, so the smaller ones, okay, they don't go there, so Maybe they're the ones, yeah, they must be the ones down here, right? Oh, shoot. Okay, luckily I was able to get that out of there. I don't think this goes on this side. I think it's actually for this side. Get off my arm. There's an ant. So maybe it does go on this side. 1 second. Okay, so pretty sure it does go on that side. They're just plain green. They didn't like really add the detail for these. Although they did on all the others, so I don't know why there isn't any detail on that one. Really? It happened again. Man, what is up with this leg? Okay, yeah, I think that's supposed to go there. Yeah. Okay, so... now let's take... Man, I don't know which ones go where. Does it say? Okay, so U and T go on the wings. So U goes right here. Or maybe T goes right there. Okay, yeah, I think T does. Yeah, perfect. And then U goes on this side. Just like that. And now we take the ones for the legs. And I think that one will go there. So V goes on that side, and then M is gonna go on this side. Or maybe that's W, I don't know. So just like that. And like I said, the guy wires are just too tight. But yeah, now we have a wyvern dragon, as you can see. He's a quite cool one. The teeth are actually kind of sharp. But yeah, now we can take the adapter. It appears to be a longer adapter, which is nice. And I'm going to see if this cord has power, because like I said, or the white cord on the ground, because it doesn't seem like it did with the hot glue gun. And I'm not using the power from the yard, because everything is still laid down, and I don't want to have to go and unplug everything. So the adapter just screws in like that. It's waterproof. And let me just undo the other twisty on the twist tie, whatever, on the lower part of the cord, and I'm gonna plug it in and see what happens. Yeah, this definitely doesn't have power. So I'm gonna have to figure out something. That is what changes his lights right there, by the way. So, yeah. Okay, here he is, his demo. Yeah, you can't see his lights in the day, but anyways, see you guys in the next one. Bye.